Hey guys, welcome back to Hammerhead Boy OG, and today I'm going to be doing another ranking video on the Leprechaun films. Leprechaun Origins, I almost said Leprechaun Oranges, but Leprechaun Origins is just stupid and not very high budget. Of course, the editing skills with the thing, I don't even think that's a leprechaun. That looks like a hunch goblin from what Teleanimated Aaron told me. So, what the heck? I just didn't know what that creature was at first, and the kills are pretty lame, and it kept at a very minimum. It's just a bad movie. It's not the worst I've seen. The Emoji Movie is definitely worse. Hey guys, so I did have a quick setting change because my usual recording room had too much noise going on, so I just did my room now. I know it looks very derpy and childlike, but it's the best I've got so far. So yeah. And after this movie, all of these movies are all unique in the specific way, because Leprechaun Origins is technically the only bad movie in the franchise, but it'll just work up the ladder like a usual ranking video from okay to good. And with that being said, Leprechaun 4 in Space is just stupidly ridiculous. It can be quite enjoyable at some times, like with the scene I'm playing now, where that Robo dude or whatever he is, I forgot what he was, interacts with Leprechaun. That's pretty enjoyable. And the Death Flattening Herald was very, very well done. It's just stupid with the premise, and at the end with him exploding and like stuff, him getting like transferred into a giant size. Like, see, I'm even like mumbling stuff because it's just confusing. It's not a bad movie, just confusing. And I can rewatch it, it's just stupid. And, you know, yeah. And I do have something good to say about it, though. The voice acting of Leprechaun in this was extremely well done. Whoever played Leprechaun, because I forgot his name, was spot on in this job. Just great. And also, you can really see how he's, like, evolution. Duh. If that's even a word. But it's a great movie. Now, I haven't seen any other real rankings of Leprechaun, so I may upset other people's opinions or not, because originally I wasn't really into that kind of stuff. But, because, I'm placing the original Leprechaun next. Now, I know people will be upset, because this is okay. It's stupid, it's also hilarious at the same time with the villain they chose, but it's just stupid. Yeah, it's very stupid. Just stupid. Now, to me, the Leprechaun movies aren't bad. They're just in need of a little rebooting. Hey, I'm not saying reboot it again, because Leprechaun Origins was already bad enough. But this next one is the first sequel. I just spoiled it. Leprechaun 2 was boring. Well, a little bit more funnier than the original, but the plot just was tiring and just not the best. I can't describe it too much because it just was a bad sequel. I know I'm going to get some hate commenting for it, but I just don't want to talk about this movie. It's better than the others that I've mentioned so far, but it's just a bad sequel and definitely deserves a spot lower on the list. The rest of these ones, however, are good because these plots were pretty original and worth watching. So these 4, I believe, I have a list right here because there's 8 movies and they're all pretty forgettable. So I had to make a list on what I thought was the worst to the best. And these are my 4 that I can remember pretty clearly. Still prefer not to talk about them because I'd prefer anything over these, but they're good. Leprechaun Returns was a pretty good return. See what I did there? Shut up, I'm not funny. But it didn't have the same appeal to the characters that I thought it would. At least the portrayal of Leprechaun was pretty good in this, and the story was downright amusing. That's all I can say because they're pretty bad movies. But you know what? I don't care. It's just an improvement over the last. Me. But enough about that. On to my top 2. I'm at my top 3. I'm so sorry. It's late right now, and I just can't get a hold of myself right now. Now, I know Leprechaun in the Hood is a bad sequel, or whatever it is, because they're confusing movies. But I honestly thought that the appeal of Leprechaun was extremely well done in this movie, and especially highlighted for his, cringiness. He can also hypnotize people, like whatever's happening over here. And, he has a lot less powers, or am I thinking of the next entry? You know what? I'm going to just jump ahead. Okay, Leprechaun Back to the Hood is what I'm talking about. He lacks most of his powers. His eyes can glow red, though, so that's pretty much an update, and it makes him a lot more creepy. And I also love his appearance in this. It's just so well done and well portrayed for a movie. And it's just a great character, like,
I haven't smoked a good pipe
to whoever made it. So this next one, I absolutely love this movie. It's hilarious, has great kills, and it's the best portrayal of Leprechaun yet. Besides the original, that one kind of had the debut, but this one has probably the best portrayal of a murderous leprechaun that you can think of. Leprechaun 3 is by far, in my opinion, the most fun Leprechaun has ever been. The best portrayal. You got to give this guy a hand for what for the director ever went through. You even get some amazing kills, like expanding people until they explode, saw in half, Spot electrocuting you. I had to censor that, so please forgive me. But it's a great movie. Still, there's better movies out there, but this is the best of the franchise. And I love this movie for what it is, and I don't want to change it. So, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you subscribe and leave a comment in the comments down below. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video.
Been hustling and tonight is my appraisal, 'cause I'm a hooker selling songs and my pimp's a record label. This world is full of